What's up guys, Hustlin Bros here, and today we're gonna talk about the top 3 things that you should know in the
sneaker community
here in the Philippines.
So let's go!
Before we start our video, we would like again to thank you for the like, subscribe, and comment. And please do follow us on Instagram at Hustlin Bros. That's all, and let's go to the video. So first in our list is the resell community. So basically, resell community is a group of people or individual that buys shoes on a retail price, then resell it much higher than the retail price. In the resell community, dyan yung mapapansin, there are a lot of people are going crazy about this resell community because there is a big difference between the retail price of that shoe and the value of that shoe in the resell community.
And syempre, dun tayo kikita, and there's great revenue and profit from reselling sneakers nowadays, especially in this year.
There are a lot of shoes more hype than others, so dun papasok yung resale value or the value of the shoes, kung bakit na tumataas ba yung price ng shoes sa resale community. So before we talk about the specific terms or aspects of the shoe, kung bakit siya tumataas, let's go on the terms, which is the number 2 on our list.
Terminologies first.
Basic terms in the sneaker community. First in our list on the basic terminologies that we're gonna use today in our video. First one is the sneakerhead. So what is sneakerhead? Sneakerhead are persons who are crazy about sneakers. There are a lot of sneakerhead here in the Philippines, and I think there are some guys that they buy shoes for their collections.
They're very enthusiastic about it.
They're very enthusiastic about it.
And don't forget the base, who are the hype base.
Next in our list is the
dead stock. What does dead stock mean, or DS? A DS shoe means that it's never been fitted, and you strictly bought it from the retailers, and you can really smell the shoes that came from its factory, the materials used, and the shoe paper, the tags that are attached in the shoe box, etc.
So basically, what you bought is the dead stock, never been fit, never been worn. Specific detail about the dead stock. So let's go to the third topic, our VNDS, or stands for very near dead stock. So what are the shoes which are very near dead stock? These are type of shoes that been fitted, but it's never been used outside, or
there's slightly cuffs or in the shoe.
Tiny dirt, some dents, or might not say grease, but I mean grease is a little bit for the VNDS. But yeah, those are shoes that been fitted.
And you can only find those again in retailer shops, the shoes that are in the shelves that the employees use for sizing the customers' feet,
the shoe testers. Next up in our list is the colorways.
So these are the variation colors on the different silhouettes, like the Jordan 1s, the like court purples, Chicago colorway,
the breads. Those are kind of the colorways.
You can really see how the colors are different from the silhouettes.
It also affects the value of the shoes. These days colors have more impact on people. There are a lot of shoes, same brand of shoes, same silhouettes. But again, other are rising from the other because of the colorway. There are certain colorways like breads, Chicago's, which stands out more.
Our resellers are much more hyped on that kind of colorways. But in this kind of monochromatic colors like the Gatorade ones on the Jordan 1 silhouette, I think most of the people are not that inclined on this type of hue.
Next up in our list are the beater shoes. So when we say beater shoes, these are shoes that you always wear on the go.
Just like this one.
There's some kind of beater shoes.
Nike Flyknit.
When we say beater shoe, this is one of your most comfortable or your favorite shoes to wear on the go.
Daily shoe on the go.
Daily shoe. Next up in our list are the OG shoes. OG stands for original, but again it has a double meaning, which are pairs that has been released in early years but stopped releasing it later on that year.
Just like the 1985, the most OG Jordan 1 Chicago colorway. But however, it was released again in 2015. It was retroed, but we will talk about it later.
Next in our list, retro. So when we say retro, it is the process of remaking that OG shoes. There are a lot of retros today, specifically mga Jordan 1 brands.
they're improving the materials. The leather is more tumbled, more patent. The stitchings are more perfect. The swooshes are more smaller than the 1985 Jordan 1s.
Like
And it's more durable.
The latest cup, our Jordan 1 High Pine Green Retro.
Yeah, but we
Already
sold
sold
it.
So yeah, that's it for our terms. And next up, our final item is the values of shoes. So in the values of shoes, there are more specific details here. We categorize it. Greater factors that affect the value of shoes. So we categorize 6 factors that affect the values of shoes. The first on our list is
Origin.
Origin. So when we say origin, that's the story behind the shoe. When we think of origin, the number one in our head is the Michael Jordan.
Yeah, the Jordan brand.
Jordan brand. Of the Jordan line, the most famous is the Jordan 1, the silhouette of Jordan 1. So why?
That was released in 1985.
Because it has more impact,
More stories
more
to
stories
tell.
to tell, and it created a big story in the sneaker game in the NBA.
Yes.
So I think that's one of the most important factor in the values of shoes. In our list are collaborations. So there are a lot of artists that collaborated with some brands.
Famous brands like Nike and Adidas.
One of the most famous collaborations in the Nike
Is Sean Waterspoon,
Air Max 97. One
It's
of the most
biggest names that have collaborated with Nike, and its iconic shoe that was really skyrocketed in the sneaker game.
there are lots of people hoping to go see more a lot of the collaboration of those two brands.
And don't forget the Virgil Abloh collaboration
Collaboration
with
with
Nike, with the 10 collab are composed of Jordan 1 silhouettes, Air Max silhouette, the Hyperdunk silhouette, and many more.
Virgil Abloh is one of the most game changer in the sneaker game.
Game changer artist,
Gave a lot of hype in the sneaker game.
especially in his previous company, which is the Off-White.
Yeah, the Off-White. There are a lot of people going crazy about these collaborations.
Mhm.
Next in our list is the supply and demand of the
Mhm.
shoes. So when we say supply and demand, these are the factors that greatly affect the shoe and the consumer.
Yeah.
When we say supply, it is the quantity of the shoe.
How
that has
many
been
was released in
was
this,
released.
in this continent, in this country?
Then the demand is the urge of the people to get that
Yeah.
pair.
Yeah.
So when we say lesser the supply and the greater demand means more profit. Like the upcoming 420 release, like SB Dunk,
Yeah.
420 release,
This
it,
colorway is like the Joker's colorway.
it
And
will release 420 pairs all
Imagine
around the
imagine
world.
that.
So there are a lot of people that want this because of the supply is too low.
Yes.
That will be a grail type of shoe
Yeah.
because you know
I'm hearing like it will resell like $1,000. No,
$900 above.
that's crazy.
Oh,
However, if for example, the other example of the low supply and low demand, in this case,
Yeezy Mist.
the Yeezy Mist. I think we can compare the Yeezy 380 Mist to the SB Dunk 420 because this Yeezy Mist, it's like the colorway, it's fine, the chocolate brown colorway, but most people, we're hearing like most of people didn't want this colorway, and mostly it went break in most sites.
Most like yeah. So I think supply and demand also
Really affects.
the community market, and also it crashes with the taste of the market.
Mhm.
So there are a bit contrast in the
Yeah,
supply and
it's like-
demand and the taste of the.
Like remember, it doesn't mean that the shoe will skyrocket if it's in low supply.
low supply, but again, it's all in the eyes of the people,
Mhm.
the urge or the hype. So when we say hype means everything that is hyped up. It's exciting and everyone wants to buy it regardless of whether they want to or if
they
it's
didn't
worth
want.
it. Yeah. So when we say hype, it's the greater urge of the community to get
Mhm.
those pairs.
For example, the launch of the not for resale Jordan 1s
Yeah.
and the Sean
Sean
Waterspoon.
Spoon, Air Max 97, and also don't forget, like we said earlier, Virgil Abloh collaborations with Nike.
The
There are a lot of
collection.
people who want to camp out
Before the day of the release.
release. A hype drives the sneakerhead crazy on
Yeah.
the collaborations or whatsoever the silhouette
It's
of
like
the
if
shoes.
everyone wants it, your mind is like controlling you immediately and wanting that shoe even though it's not worth buying for.
So next up in our list are silhouettes. So when we say silhouettes, these are the variations among those shoes. Like the example of Air Jordan 1, how it's different from the
Air Jordan 4.
yeah, the
The overall structure of the shoe, the form of the shoe, how it holds your feet.
When we say silhouettes, you can never go wrong with the colorways. Colorways are great, has great impact on silhouettes. Like we said earlier, colorways gives the shoe height.
Gives a unique look, like the breads.
Example, in the Jordan 1 lows, one of the skyrocketed colorways are the breads, black toe.
Yeah, especially the UNC colorway. That you can see in StockX is really different. Prices are really different from the bread toes and the UNC one.
Last on our list on the values of shoes are the sizes, which are the money sizes. There are a lot
For us, money sizes are the thing because you can resell it more than the smaller sizes.
Again, the sizes is also connected in the supply and demand. Here in the Philippines, the most demanded size are 7.5 up to
7.5 to 10.5.
So those are the sizes that which are greatly needed in the community market here.
Sizes are mostly really sold out fast.
Yeah.
And for other countries, for example for US, in Yeezy drops, sizes 6.5 and lower, like until like US 5, they really sold out because
that
for
is
them,
the demand sizes in that country.
yeah.
The sizes may differ on country. If you think that size is profitable to you, then go buy it.
Yeah.
But again, it's your money.
If you're tempted to really resell it, then go for the money sizes. But if it's on your personal pair, yeah, get it in your true to size pair.
So that's it on our top 3 things that you should know in
in
the
the
sneaker
sneaker
game. Let us know what you think on our video. Please leave a comment.
Comment down below.
Comment down below in order to improve our next video. And if you found this video knowledgeable, so please do leave a like, comment, subscribe. And again, follow us on Instagram at
Hustlin
Hustlin
Bros,
Bros.
where we release resale predictions, sneaker leaks, sneaker releases that will be releasing this month,
Month
this
or
year.
year. That's it for today. Keep on hustling.
For Hustling.
Stay safe.
Peace.